morning, team. Before we get started with today's meeting, I would like you all to introduce yourself to our new EMR support specialist, Tonya.
Hi, Tonya. I'm Brianna. I've been with Athena for about 2 years now, working as a tech specialist.
Hey, Tonya. How are you? I'm Andre. I'm one of the system engineers here. I've been with Athena for about 4 years. Welcome.
Hey, I'm Trey. I've been there for about 10 years, and I am your top-notch project manager.
All right, now.
You're muted.
We can't hear you.
Sorry. Hi, Tonya. My name is DeAnne. I'm the sales development rep with Athena, and I've been with Athena for about 8 years. 8 years this month, actually. Welcome.
Okay.
All right, and you already know, Tonya. My name is Cierra. I've been with Athena for about 7 years now, and I am the EHR implementation specialist. We are so lucky to have you here, and we like to get to know our new employees around here at Athena Health. So please be thinking of a fun fact that you can let us know at the end of today's meeting.
Hello, everyone. I am Tonya McInnis, and I am so excited to be here. And I know that you all been in business since 1997 and ranked #1 in EHR intelligence in 2018. It is a pleasure to serve among the 6,000 employees at Athena Health, and I can't wait to positively impact the network of 86 million patients that we are now serving.
Welcome.
Nice
to have you.
We're so happy to have you.
That energy. You did that.
Yes.
You did that energy.
Yes, we are happy to have you, Tonya. Now let's get into our agenda for today. Last week at Rams Medical Associates, I found that they were experiencing some difficulties as it relates to proper implementation of onboarding and training, especially with their new employees, and consistent connectivity to support patient value. So Trey, can you give us a little background on RMA?
No problem. They are very, very small. They have about 8 practitioners, and they're dealing with about a 10,000 patient volume.
Okay. So, hey, let's think of solutions and costs and implementation, you guys, for onboarding and training.
Excuse me, Contract, can you please elaborate a little bit more on the issue prior to moving forward?
Yeah, sure. I sure can. They're having frequent slowdowns, freezing, in their medication list isn't uploading, and they're having crashes as well. So them are all the issues.
Okay, so what if we took the time to personalize and execute an intimate training for Rams Medical Associates just to ensure that they're using the system to its full capacity?
All right, so what would that look like?
Hey, so I'll tell you what, let's do this. We can develop a training where we go and show the providers and the administrators how to successfully implement the system into their practice. We'll do a quick needs assessments and see what they need.
Andre, is it possible for some of that training to take place after hours? Because I know there'll be a number of staff who are not available.
Tell you what we'll do. So when we deploy for these types of trainings, we typically will work around the hours. We kind of factor that into our cost there. So it really kind of just depends on their availability and what type of training they want to do for their staff.
Okay, so how much will all of this cost, and about how long will it take for us to prepare for this?
So trainings, depending upon how long they want us there, we're looking at anywhere on like the low end. If it's a week, maybe like $5,000, and if we're doing like a 2-week training, we're looking at like a $10,000 range. So anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000. Yeah, and then like I said, if they want to do a week-long training, it'll be a quick intensive something. And if they want to do a 2-week-long training, we'll stretch it out and we'll break it up for them.
Hey, Andre, also, what would happen if there are only a couple of users that are available? Like, I know they would love to get everybody trained, but realistically, probably only about 2 to 3 people would be able to attend an all-day intensive training.
That's not a problem at all. So what we typically do in situations like that, like I said, we'll do a needs assessment, and from that needs assessment, we'll see if the practice wants to have one super user, which we will train for an extended period of time, and then we'll integrate them into the clinic and we'll monitor them and watch them. Or we can break it up. We can do whatever amount of staff that they can expend per day or per couple of hours. We'll take that staff, we'll train them, and then we'll rotate and flip throughout however we need to get that done, so we can have everybody adequately trained to what the practice admins need.
Sounds great, Andre. Sounds great. Does anybody else have any feedback before we move on to our next problem?
Let me know how I can assist. As a new member with these new eyes, I might see something that you all don't see.
Okay, well, moving right along. What about the lack of consistent connectivity? What can we do to make this better for them?
Well, if Rams medical were to purchase a in-house,
Your camera's not on.
Can't see you.
You can't see.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. So if they would get an in-house server, this would help with if there are EHR issues.
That's a great idea. Earlier, when I was speaking to the practice manager, we discussed the probability of needing an in-house server. At the time, they were concerned about the affordability, but they did realize that this would be something that would serve them better down the road.
I think that this can work just because we know that the in-house server will give them the ability to have a stronger and consistent connection to the service.
Okay. What about cost and implementation time for that?
So if they want to do monthly rentals, it'll range from 100 to 2,000. 100 to 200. And if they want to do the full purchase, it'll range from 1,000 to 3,000. And these prices reflect those of a small business, just so you guys know. And once they confirm that this is what they want to do, we can implement it in about a week.
All right. Well, it sounds like we all have our solutions to present to RMA. Great meeting, y'all. Thank you for all of your input and your enthusiasm as we get this together to present to them. Now, as we close off, of course, Tonya, we would love to hear your fun fact for us.
Sure.
All right. Thank you again. I have been married 25 years. We have 4 beautiful children and 7 darling grandchildren. And we just moved in the area not long ago. I was with Epic for 10 years and I relocated to this area to join your magnificent team. So thanks again for having me.
Okay, see.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Good meeting.
All right, bye, y'all.
Bye.
All right.
Are you gonna hang up? No, she's still there. Hey,
Yeah.
Not going yet. She tears my nerves up.
Listen.
She is so animated.
He's not going to be that excited after those contract reports.
Excuse me. Hey, what did you say? I dare y'all to sit around and talk about me. Everybody need to be here. Energetic.